Savior, the ransomed of the Lord, shall return to Zion with singing. Let your word live in me, words of life, plant them deep in my heart, make them grow into beauty like your own. Let your word live in me, sow the seed I receive, taking root down in my soul, reaping more than you have sown. Let your word, Lord, live in me. Let your word, Lord, live in me. Let your word, Lord, live in me.
Cause it's harvest time, it's your harvest time. The sower and the reaper rejoicing side by side. So we lift our eyes, for the fields are white. Oh Lord of the harvest we know, oh Lord of the harvest we know. Oh Lord of the harvest, we know that it's your time. I already started on Facebook, so I was waiting for the countdown.
And we are live on our Facebook page.
We are live on
And
Facebook
YouTube
and
channel.
YouTube. So you can watch here on Instagram, but if you want to see us with the really nice camera shot, and of course we directly put all the sound into the video. Hello, someone watching on Instagram already. You can switch over to our Facebook channel. It's Fields of the Harvest. Our YouTube channel, excuse me. Hello, Autumn. Good to see you. I'm going to wave back at you while I'm close.
Hi, Autumn.
Good to see you, Autumn.
You can't see me. I'm behind you. I'm
Yes.
behind the camera.
Joseph is at the helm with the computer. All right, Joe. I think we're live everywhere, so let's get started.
Except for mine. I got to get to mine.
We've been doing our lives on YouTube for a few months so that we can get the same quality that we have on Facebook and nice and clear video and audio. Sorry, I'm trying to get my cord entangled. It just tangles all by itself. All right. Almost got it all entangled. Come on in,
And
Joe.
we are live on my YouTube channel now.
You may not have to have that directly in front of your mouth. A little bit to the side is okay.
Like right
I
there,
used
maybe.
one of those for a long time. I really liked it, playing guitar and having a little head microphone.
I remember those days.
It was great. So when you sing, you're just gonna get it out of the way.
I'll probably have to, yeah.
Yeah, get the big microphone. That's right. So let us know where you're watching from. If you're watching on my Instagram or Facebook or YouTube for Fields of Harvest or Joseph's YouTube channel. He likes
Yep.
to go live where all his friends around the world can watch.
Yeah, from Philippines mostly.
Mm-hmm. So cool. We know it's a very different time there right now. Early in the morning.
It's 6:45 in the morning over there.
6:45.
They're 13 hours ahead.
Wow. So amazing. Well, welcome to Saturday. We're your Saturday live stream, right? So cool. Hello, Leanne Crawford. You are on Facebook. So good to see you. So good to see you. Wow, not babysitting tonight. It's nice to have you, but that's okay if you have to babysit or look after a pet. That's perfectly fine. We know
Right.
there are replays. Thank goodness I'm most of the time remembering to put my replay on Instagram. One time I did not click share
and somehow it went out of the video somewhere else, and I had no replay video. I was kind of sad. I don't think we had the YouTube video yet. It's like,
Hey,
ah,
Joya.
that was not fun.
Joyox.
Hey, good to see you, Joy. You can watch on our channel too. Anybody who's watching over on Joseph's YouTube, come over and check out our YouTube especially if you've never been to our YouTube channel. We'd love to have you. We're always adding songs on there. Joseph shares them on his channel too, but I'm like, do it on our channel first so we can have the first premiere. That's always nice. Have the very first premiere for the songs. So I think we're ready to get started.
With our first song?
I think so. It's hard not to pick up your breathing with that microphone. Oh, it really picks you up, doesn't
I
it?
know.
Let's edit this out. All right. Edit that out of the video.
Yep.
We want
you
to
all
start
so
with
much.
something lively.
Say thank you all so much.
Thank you all so much. Yes. I always see lots and lots of emojis on Joseph's comments. That's fun. Lots of fun.
I have a YouTube friend in Malaysia.
Wow, Malaysia, how wonderful. I remember when we learned about that country in homeschool. It's like, wow. It's just so amazing. Every country is unique and beautiful, and the people are so special. We're so glad to have you with us. All right, I think we're ready. If you've got that rockin' music ready to start, you'll know what I mean when he starts the video. Music, soundtrack. I've just got video on my mind. You can clap along. This one doesn't have claps. I wish it did now. This is our time to have the fullness of the blessing. This is your time when all of your glory is revealed. Now in this time, your bride is ready for your coming, and all the earth shall see. Call on your name and believe. Now is the time for your glory to shine. To the ends of the earth, you will be magnified. The church will arise with your light in our eyes, and together we'll proclaim that you are Lord. This is our time to know the greatness of your kingdom. This is your time when all of your glory is revealed. Now in this time, your church is bringing in the harvest, and all the earth shall see. Enter your kingdom and be free. Now is the time for your glory to shine. To the ends of the earth, you will be magnified. Nations will come to the brightness of your sun, and together we'll proclaim that you are Lord. The church will arise with your light in our eyes as we see your kingdom come. Nations are healed by your glory revealed. We give all praise to the Son. The church will arise with your light in our eyes as we see your kingdom come. Nations are healed by your glory revealed. Wow, that was one of our early songs, part of the Harvest Time collection, I have to
Very
say,
early
because we
songs.
didn't release it as an album. I think that was right after Harvest Time that I wrote that one. I mean, I gave you credit too, because I think I give you credit on this song. He really helped with the music, so that was back in the day when I knew that God told me, given me Joseph as a gift. I mean, of course, in so many ways, but he was also going to help me with the songs I was writing. God said he'd raised him up to help me, and that's part of my testimony. And I'm going to be sharing that for people who are not only following us, but starting to share my story and my background with people who are actually subscribing to our email list. So if you're interested in that, you can comment on this live stream or send us a DM at the Fields of the Harvest page, or
Right.
contact me on Instagram. We would love to have you join. I mean, I'm kind of unofficially opening up to the public, but we will be announcing this more and more. We've been starting with people that we personally know, inviting them to join our email list, but it's going to be different than our Fields Harvest email address that people have signed up for on our website before. So we will have a sign-up page for it soon, but just let me know and I will get your name down and contact you privately about that. So yes, going to be telling our story, our ministry story, and how God got me started. Hey, Lee, that's wonderful. I think I have you down already. We're in probably a week or so time. We will be able to start sending out our first welcome series to people who are already signed up. Thank you, Lee. Yeah, we don't want you to feel like you have to give your email out in public if you don't want to do that. I'd only contact people privately about that. So it's, emails are precious. Don't like to get a lot of emails from people that we didn't subscribe to, and somehow they reach you and you have to unsubscribe from all these things. But yes, the Lord is helping us get our message out in more unique ways, and God has really helped me go through some coaching for that. So I'm very grateful for that. And if you're interested in that, I know someone. If you're an artist and you want to let people know about your music, your ministry in a more personal way and reach them not just through social media but other means, let me know and I will tell you who I was being coached by. And I still have a lot of work to do that she gave me assignments for, but it's going to be so good, the things that we're going to be able to share with people, and even more on social media than we have so far. So it's getting really good. So we've been in the Ministry of Jesus series for, okay, I will, Lee. So good. So wonderful. So yes, we've been in the Ministry of Jesus series for 11 weeks already. Maybe one time that we had to take a break because there was something going on a Friday, but as far as I know, we shouldn't have to have another break. But I'm going to bring up my notes. We are in week 12 of this series, and there's still so much to discover about the ministry of Jesus. You'll have to move it back down and out a little bit, Joseph. And you don't want all your breath on the microphone. So we're going to take a look at the inner workings of Jesus' ministry, where he really starts disclosing how he does things privately so that his ministry is seen publicly. And this is a lesson for all of us, because remember, Jesus and his life and his ministry is the model for all believers. Now, we have the writings of the Apostle Paul and Peter and John and, a few others that got to write, James, who got to write letters that became part of the New Testament. But Jesus ultimately is our example for everything And if you need further explanation, there is teaching in the other parts of the New Testament that refer back to the things Jesus
Right.
said and did. It all goes back to his ministry because he's the cornerstone of all Christianity, right? So we left off last week with the man who was at the pool of Siloam, right? And he was one of many, probably hundreds of people who were waiting to be healed, waiting till an angel would come and stir the waters. And Jesus went only to this particular man and asked him, do you really want to be made whole? Are you in earnest about getting well? And I was watching a video yesterday, I think it was, and a scene from The Chosen came up as like an advertisement, and it was exactly that story, like, oh, I got to watch it through now. I don't want to skip past this to see how they did this scene in the Bible. And it was really sweet. It sounded like, their version, he really talked to him a little more at length about being healed and being in earnest about it. I'm going to move my things forward a bit to help with Instagram. And I won't be so far away. I'll bring my book here. So, in John chapter 5, we finished up where he had healed the man, but the man didn't know who healed him, and the Pharisees wanted to know who told you could pick up your bed and carry it because it's the Sabbath. That's just wrong. You can't do that. In their minds, you're not supposed to do anything at all on the Sabbath because there were a lot of man-made rules added to the scriptures, and we talked about all that last week. So he encountered Jesus again, and Jesus said, stop sinning or something worse may happen to you. He was telling him you can't go back to living the life you had before, right? And a lot of people try to do that when they're born again. They still feel this pull to go back to their old life or the ways of thinking and doing things, and you can't do that. Once you encounter Jesus, you're a new creature, and you have to move forward with your new life. Anyway, so then he found out that it was Jesus. In that encounter, he found out that's who healed him. So the Pharisees are very mad about this because they, saw the man again and demanded, who healed you? And he went and told him on his own. It was Jesus that healed me. And of course, then they were really angry because not only did Jesus do something on the Sabbath again, they already had been very angry about Jesus' ministry, very jealous, and of course not recognizing he was the Messiah. And Joseph and I were talking about that today, talking about this chapter and, the Pharisees' mindset and their attitude. Just not honoring the Lord Jesus when he's standing right in front of you and telling you the truth and telling you what the Father told him word for word, and they're not receiving it at all. Anyway, so we're going to just pick up the good parts in some more of John chapter 5, really going through like verse 19 through verse 30, but I'm not going to do every single verse. I just want to hit the highlights that really apply to learning about Jesus' ministry. He did say a lot of things in this chapter to address some more of the hypocrisy and the evil hearts of the Pharisees, but we don't need to get out into all of that tonight. So in John chapter 5, verses 19 through 20, I'm going to read a lot of these scriptures in the New Living Translation. The Amplified is good, but there's so much in there, so many words that it kind of gets heavy at sometimes. So I'm going to read New Living Translation and then throw in the Passion Translation on some verses too. So here's our verses 19 and 20 from John chapter 5 in the New Living. So Jesus explained, I tell you the truth. The Son can do nothing by himself. He does only what he sees the Father doing. Whatever the Father does, the Son also does. And verse 20, for the Father loves the Son and shows him everything he is doing. In fact, the Father will show him how to do even greater works than healing this man. So he had just healed that man the same day. And he's talking to the Pharisees when he's speaking. He said, then you will be truly astonished. So if you think you've seen something today, you're really going to see some greater works. So in the Passion Translation, verse 19 sounds like this. So Jesus said, I speak to you eternal truth. The Son is unable to do anything from himself or through his own initiative. That's really good. I only do the works that I see the Father doing.
All right.
For the Son does the same works as his Father. So Jesus didn't do anything of his own initiative, is what it's saying. He did not decide, I'll try this, I'll do that, I'll go here, I'll go there. No, he only got his whole plan from the Father each day. Every step he was going to take, each person he was supposed to encounter, what he was supposed to do in that situation. He did not do anything just, hey, I've got an idea, because he knew the Father had a plan. The Father had a purpose in everything that he showed Jesus, everything he was